Hello, beautiful friend, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome in. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Today, we will be doing shadow work readings on Venus in Pisces for those that have Sun, Moon, Rising in a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so not everything I say is going to stick with you. Please take what does and shake off the rest. We're going to be starting your reading with astrology dice. So what came out is Sag, 11th house, and Neptune. So right now, Neptune is in his ruling planet Pisces, which Venus is also in Pisces. And 11th house is about friendships, your community, how you relate to other people, how you show up for other people, how the outside world looks at you. For those that have Taurus rising, this is going to be taking place in your 11th house. And Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. So during Venus in Pisces, you want to look out for not having rose-colored glasses or clouding your judgment, because that's what Pisces does. Pisces is sort of like water that's been diluted, that has something inside of it. You can't see clear through it. It's not clear water at all. So during this time, things that are happening, if it's like a secret or if it's something that you're trying to keep hidden, are going to come out when the nodes go into Pisces at the end of this year, middle of this year, end of this year. And when the nodes go into Pisces, when the nodes change signs, it's important because that's when hidden things are revealed. So what you do during transits of those signs, and because it's Pisces, so what you do during Neptune's transit, Saturn's transit, and now Venus transit is really going to matter when the nodes switch into Pisces. And with Neptune being here, that's also in Pisces, I feel that that's something that's really important here. And with the 11th house being here, because Taurus rising would feel this in the 11th house, I feel that that's Earth being involved here. So if you do have Earth signs and something like that is going on, or you are a Pisces yourself and you have cardinal signs as your moon sign or as other placements in your chart, and your actions are sort of murky, they're not clear, your intention isn't clear, all of that is going to come out during the nodes. So it's best to take accountability for your actions and to start setting goals to change that about yourself. King of Cups is clarifying Neptune, and this is about heavy emotions. And because the 11th house is here, I feel that this talks about friendship and how you look at friendship, especially if you have Capricorn in your inner planets. Capricorn is known as a cold earth sign, but Capricorn cares a lot about the people that they care about. And Venus in Pisces right now, this transit is going to make you more vulnerable to wanting to reveal more of yourself or of your emotions. And you need to be careful with who you do that with. Because some people, it feels like they are on your side and they are there to listen to you, but they've shown you in the past that they're not a good judge of character. And they've shown you this by the company that they keep around themselves. You've met their family or you've met their friends, and on more than one occasion, it's oh wow, this person really let you down, but you called this person your friend. So it's like, what other things that they do before that you considered them a friend that they had let you down? So there's a lot of like misjudgment going on, and your tendency to want to be all mushy is because you're not like that during any other time. But when Venus is in a water sign, it makes you want to be that way, especially because it's like water going into earth. So if the plant is so dry and it's so thirsty for water that it'll take any type of water that's being like thrown on it. So just be careful of the water that you accept to be nourishing yourself, because this might be coming from like a lonely place, or it might be coming from like a self-destructive place, and this is something that, like I said before, is could bite you back in the butt when the nodes go into Pisces. Especially if this is like a romantic partner, is going to be like a relationship that you're currently in, or somebody that you've met in the past, or somebody that you're talking to, but you guys have time, and time again they've shown you that they're not going to change, that this is like who they are, they're set in their ways, and it reflects on the people that they keep around them, the people that they consider a true friend. And this type of behavior could look like them saying that they want to get their license and they don't have their driver's license yet, but everything and everyone is keeping them from getting their license except for themselves. So there's no accountability towards it, and there's no goals or steps towards getting the license. They're not even studying for the test of trying to get the license. They haven't even filled out the application yet. And so this could look like, as you during this time, oh, I'm going to go get the application for them to motivate them so that they can fill it out. But it's like, no. In a way, they use their words and they're so charming that it's like they're going to make you like fill it out without asking you or telling you to fill it out. It's like cream cheese on butter. That's how their words are. It's so soft, and it tastes so good, and you fall for it over and over and over again. And they keep showing you that they're not going to do it themselves, or that they're not going to change, or their perspective towards something is not going to change. So this could also look like as you wanting a serious relationship, or you wanting to get married, and them using every single excuse and everybody as an excuse to not be able to do that except themselves. So there's a lack of accountability during this time, and because Venus is in Pisces, you are going to overlook that. There's a lot of red flags that you might overlook during this time, and it might make it harder for you to step out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is based on the experiences that you've had in the past. So if you're used to this person showing you over and over and over again that they're not going to change or be better, and you're used to that, and that's your comfort zone, to walk away from that is going to take a lot from you. And that's not just going to happen overnight. But you need to start looking at those red flags. You need to start valuing yourself more, because there's a lot of low self-esteem and there's a lot of self-destruction that's going on here, that's leading you to keep that type of energy or that type of people or person in your life. We have Three of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck we have King of Pentacles. So there's two kings here, King of Pentacles and King of Cups. And so there's a lot of masculine energy, and masculine energy could be whether you're a female or a male. And so with the Three of Wands here, this could look like as you either attract this type of person, you're with this type of person, or you are this type of person. And if you have Earth in your chart, which is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, your goals towards companionship, towards love, because of Venus and Pisces being emotions, the way that you look at things and the way that you have goals toward your life, or how you even relate to other people, or the expectations that you have from your partner, from a relationship, from a family member, are a little bit too rigid. And they don't let you see anything else besides that, because you're so focused on that. And you're so focused on finding somebody that checks off everything on your box. If you have a project, it needs to go the way that you plan it. So let's say that you're like envision, okay, it has to go through A and then B and then C and then D. It can't go no other way. Your boundaries, the way that you relate to people, the way that you even talk to people, it's so rigid to the point where if somebody has a different idea than you, it's not looked or received as just a different idea. It's more like an attack towards yourself. And the reason there's two things going on. It's part of that self-destruction I talked about earlier. And it's that whole, here the self-destruction applies to you pushing people away. When people want to relate to you, or when they just want to have a conversation with you, that could be a way to you pushing them away and keeping yourself safe, so that way you don't have like a deep conversation to where feelings come out and all of that. And the other thing that's going on is you're blocking yourself from either, if you believe in God or the universe, but you're blocking yourself from them blessing you. Because sometimes you have a list of what's going on, but God or the universe has a different plan, and their plan is so much better, and it'll save you so much more time. But no, because it's not going exactly how you plan or how you want it to, you're not gonna look, you're not gonna listen. And if you could see, they're so focused on what they're doing, that's you right there, that you're just so focused on what you're doing that you don't see everything else that's around you. And this is gonna lead to another, like, it's gonna lead to more loneliness. And this is sort of part also of that self-destruction. And this could be behavior that could have been taught to you as a child. Like, you could have had a parent that wanted you to be so perfect, or had high expectations for you. And so they weren't so lenient, or it had to be their way. Like, everything had to be exactly the way that they wanted it to be. Like, they would not compromise with that at all. That could have been something of like where you learned it from. And I'm not telling you of like where you learned it from, so like later on you can use it as ammunition towards your parents if that is true. I'm telling you this because if you get down to the root of the problem, you could actually take it out and you could change it. And this is something that you could change within yourself. There are certain trees to where, I don't know if this is with all trees, but if you don't take it out properly from the root, it's gonna regrow. And that's the same thing that you're gonna be doing if you just, I'm just gonna meditate. I'm not gonna get down to the root of the problem, like of why I'm self-destructing, of why my boundaries are so rigid. Another way that you could be avoiding to doing this is by not even wanting to admit that you have a problem with that. And so try to see if that is something you're doing. And like I said, it's not so that you could use it as ammunition against yourself or somebody else. It's so that you could use it as a power to bring in change towards yourself. Because since it came out with the 11th house, this is something you're doing to push people away and to not have a lot of friends in your life. And then most of you are like, oh yeah, I don't know why I'm lonely. Like, I try to make friends, I try to I try to be open, and this is what you're doing. And Venus in Pisces is the perfect time to do self-reflection, especially because you don't want to keep getting caught up in those rose-colored glasses that you have on towards yourself. This is a good time to do some self-reflection, to take that off and really find out who you are. And if it is somebody that you don't like, you have the power to change it. It's going to take time and it's going to take a lot of effort from your part, but it is something you could do. We're going to clarify Sagittarius. What came out is Nine of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. This is another card about self-destruction. If you could see, her hands are up. She's not looking at the glasses. She's not even staring at it. That's a huge art theme for this card, for Nine of Cups, even in the traditional deck. My interpretation of this, with all of this self-destruction, is that you're choosing to not be happy. So you choose to put yourself in scenarios, in situations, or to attract people that will make that true of you not being happy and you self-destructing. And you could seriously just stop doing that by showing yourself more love, more self-compassion, by really being there for yourself, by putting in the work, that whether that means going to therapy or a group of like AA or something, like seeking some sort of help. It's not just you need a community, and I feel that that's why 11th house is here, because you need a community to get out of this dark place that most of you are in, because you're ignoring your intuition during this time. And your intuition is screaming about this person that I told you about when King of Cups came out. And the reason why you can't see it is because this person, this energy is about like lying and manipulating. And how this could look like is you tell them that you don't want to drink that evening, and then they tell you like, oh, let's just take a walk. And so you guys are walking, and then the direction of the bar, and as soon as you get to the bar, they're like, oh, look, the bar, we should just go inside and drink since we're already here. That type of energy is what's coming out with King of Cups. And you're ignoring your intuition because your intuition has told you that that's what they're doing, and you keep giving this person the benefit of the doubt. And this person is not showing you any type of love, any type of affection, anything like that. So there's a lot of like misleading energy that's going on. And I feel that your rigid boundaries are something that are not letting you see everything else that's going on around you. And this person has been in your life for a while. And this could even be like a family member. This could even be a sibling. This could be your boss. This could be a coworker. This could be a neighbor. So this could even be like a friends with benefits that keeps leading you on, promising you like a long-term relationship eventually, and they've just been leading you on and leading you on. This could also be like a boyfriend girlfriend thing, and they just keep promising you that you guys will either live together or get married, and they just keep leading you on with the same thing. It's that type of energy here. Or this could also just be yourself leading yourself on because you can't see what's around you because of Three of Wands. Please let me know how this reading resonated with you by subscribing and in the comments.